So this short tutorial is covering an exercise called sit to stand. It's a very basic functional exercise, functional movement. It trains us to keep our leg muscles, our bottom muscles, our core nice and strong. It's an exercise sometimes given to the elderly because they've allowed their muscles to get weaker and weaker, and they're losing the ability to walk, to get up, to sit down and stand up and to walk around because these muscles are becoming very weak and out of balance. So all you need to do this chair, we'll touch on a little bit of Alexander technique as well, about habitual patterns that take you into this syndrome. So all you need is a dining room chair. If you look at the chair, you can see that most dining room chairs have got a sort of a medium height seat in comparison to a sofa, which is a little bit deeper, a little bit harder work for the hips. So you're going to stand just in front of the chair. I'll show you from the front and from the side. You want the back of your calves or your knees just touching the chair. You could have the feet at hip space, lining up with the box of your body. And you're just going to take your hands out for balance. You're going to lower yourself down into the chair. So this is for someone who's very weak in the legs. You sit for a minute and then you come up. Okay, so you're going down, knees in parallel, sit for a minute, come back up. Now, what commonly happens with people that are quite weak in their leg muscles is they bring their knees together to try and create, so I'm doing this badly now, to create some sort of stability, which is putting stress into those hips. Okay, so you don't want to do that. You want to keep your knees pointing forward. It's coming down. So once you can sit to stand relatively easily, then you're just going to let your bottom gently touch the chair and you're going to come back up. Do that again, gently touch the chair and come back up. So if I turn the seat from the side, so in the beginning position, the feet are in hip space, don't let those knees buckle in together. You're coming into sit and you're lifting up without bringing those knees together. So keep the knees at the width of the hips. And then as you get stronger, you're just gently touching the chair and you're coming back up. And once you've got to that stage, you're seeing if you could do 10 of these a day. You feel like you're really starting to improve, you could try 20. So it's just a nice regulated squat. So if you did 10 a day, before long you're getting stronger and stronger. So then you take the chair away, then you're in a position to do a regular squat without the seat of the chair. And then you can start to go deeper. So if you look at my other video, the squat, you can practice that one deep squat a day. So once you've gotten fairly good at that, then try thinking about your sofa. Most people, we get into our sofa, we get all nice and cozy, we're watching the television, and then as we get up, you do a couple of things. Maybe you bring your knees together and put your hands on your thighs to come up. Knees together, hands on the thighs to go down. So if you did that a million times, you're weakening your muscles. There's an unnatural use of the hip, an unnatural wearing of your hips. So that's one way that's wrong. Another way is you might just put your hand to the side and sort of do that. And you might put your hand to the side and come back down. So that involves the spine and a whole load of problems. You can see my ankles, my knees, my hips, all doing really unnatural things. So again, if you do that a million times, you're heading towards trouble. And the other thing you might do is, I haven't got the arm of the chair here, it's too far away, but you know, you might put the hand on the arm of the chair and hand on the knee. So just look at how you're getting in and out of your chair or in and out of your sofa, and just look at those bad habitual patterns that are causing pain in your back, your hips, your knees, your ankles. So once you've gotten good at your sit to stand with the chair, think about the box of your body. There's your box, your knees are lining up with the box. You should be able to sit into your sofa, which is a lot deeper than the dining room chair, and you should be able to stand Just using those strong muscles that you've been working on. Sitting. So try not to unconsciously sit down and stand up for a while at least, until it becomes part of your new normal. Just see if you can train yourself to sit into your chair using those strong leg muscles, glutes, abs, back, so that the skeleton isn't having to do anything abnormal. And that way you're going to keep your strong functional body. And then practice, go to the squat video, look about doing that one deep squat a day, and eventually you should be able to come into a deep squat. I have to lift my ankles because I've got ankle issues with Achilles tendonitis, and you should wiggle around, figure out what's tight, and you should be able to easily stand. And one of those a day is also going to be really good for the core, for the spine, for the hips and knees, ankles. So just have a little look at this tutorial and think about your habitual patterns of how you get in and out of your chairs. Start easy with the dining room chair. And then when you've gotten strong enough, then you progress to the sofa. And then when you're really strong, just 10 nice squats every day. Just keeps everything strong and flexible and stable. So your squat is your #1 functional movement. Works every muscle in the body. And it's linked with good quality of life into old age and also longevity. So there's records of people 103-year-old that could still squat and stand, depending on which culture they were in. So that's your homework.